Happy Wednesday, gang. Good news to follow. First, bad news. And I'm going to tell you about a 3-hour call I had with Trevor, my book publisher, yesterday. So, thank you. As you guys know, every day, 5,000 military and veterans are Google searching for VA calculator. Every single day. So imagine civilians, 5,000 civilians a day calling 911, and the phone just keeps ringing until it stops, and it stops on one end, not on the other, not by somebody picking up. It's just false hope. And just like, imagine if that was happening. And that's, the civilian world would go nuts, which is rightfully so. I mean, our Americans would need to be taken care of. And what's crazy is this is actually happening. You think I'm kidding, but it's actually happening. Google, little g government knows that 5,000 veterans and service members every single day are Google searching for help. And it's one item, and it's a VA calculator. That's just really just getting a compass check on their life. And the evil doesn't care. So that's why I'm here every day and talking to you guys. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more about what Trevor and I talked about yesterday, because it was a call out of nowhere that I called him, and just because this book's coming out here in a few weeks, and it's for you guys. So and by the way, chapter 1, first 5 F's to give. Chapter 1, faith. Everything is through him. So our Heavenly Father has provided us with abundance. And if you've got good and evil doesn't make anything. So it only takes. And evil takes from people who don't know any better and don't do any better. And the good news is that you've got free will. Currently, you're allowing this to happen. But also, you have the ability today, with your free will, to say no more. No more fear, no more negativity. Give all that over to our Heavenly Father, who has said abundance. You've got a straight line, comms, communication, approval for abundance and fulfillment. All you have to do is let it happen and get all this other bullshit out of the way and go, nope. The big guy says this, I'm going to go with that. So book's coming out next couple of weeks. Oh man, I can't wait to get that baby out there. Which, by the way, it's good. It's nice because it's on Amazon. So once it goes out, I want to make sure that I and a handful of others out there get to take a good look at it and thumb through it, make sure everything is as it should be. We can always make updates and changes to it, that kind of thing. But it's just so important to get that out there to you guys. And what's funny is the longer you hear me talk, when I'm sparring with somebody, that's what I did yesterday with Trevor. When I'm sparring with somebody, asking tough questions, get tough answers back, it's I can sweep the leg pretty good. And although there are stories that I tell that I try to get you guys, okay, here's a crazy layered story and from Afghanistan, a very, very brief story. It's now going to be at the very beginning of the book. Again, my book is for you guys. Everything is through our Heavenly Father. So this is a survival guide and checklist for you guys. The story that's going to be at the beginning of the book is that a guy who helped me get to where I am, he, after getting to 100% for himself, not too long ago, a couple years ago now, but he got to 100% himself, and he had his daughter just got married, and he was trying to help another guy get some service connection increases, that kind of thing. He doesn't do it for a living, so he's just doing it out of the kindness of his heart. And then apparently he traveled to go make that happen. But the person he was trying to help just pulled him into a pit of freaking despair, and he just couldn't find a way out and didn't have an alternative apparently in his mind, and he took his own life. So my point in saying this, how do we get to 22 a day? By ignoring 5,000 a day who are actually looking for help. through little g Google and little g government, not getting the answers. Where are the answers actually going to come from? Big G God. But God gives you guys and all of us free will. And this is the path I've taken. Get all the bullshit out of the way. Get all that fear out of there and go, all right, you can be concerned. You can want your kids to know how to swim. But fear needs to go to our Heavenly Father. And the reason why I had a 3-hour call with Trevor, because yesterday, is he's a civilian, and so he was only hearing like the money stuff. Howard, I hear how important the money is. And that's where the money is, where the money is for everybody, right? Isn't that right? Something like that. I mean, I'm misrepresenting him to a degree because he's a very caring guy. Nobody would spend 3 hours talking to me if they didn't care. So, but he just didn't understand from a service member standpoint, whether you're in uniform or been in uniform, it's not about the money. Yes, money is freedom for you to do things. That's why I call them freedom tickets. So can you go to a baseball game tonight? That's a freedom ticket. That's up to you. I don't know. And where do you want to sit? And what do you want to do? So is money involved with life? Of course it is. Can you have money can you have abundance without money? I don't think so. I don't know. I mean, to a certain degree, it doesn't matter how much that is. But you have to start with F number 1, which is faith. You have to, I don't want to call it a mindset shift. It's what is it? Getting out of your own way. When you have a direct line with our Heavenly Father who says, abundance is here, youngster, because he's been around for a long time. So he says, come on up here. Let me show you where abundance is. Just give me a straight line to it. Just give your fear over to me. You have the ability, guys, scouts, you have the ability to do that. And he's going to do some wild stuff. That's what I'm saying. He'll definitely take you on a ride. I never thought I was going to be here. Never thought I was going to be on camera. Never thought I was going to talk to killers and get hugs from deadly humans. Here I am. And if you think it's through me doing this on my own, no, it's through him. So guys, just give him your fears and just get a straight line to that abundance. That's your free will. So I'm going to end on this over the next couple of minutes. Help me help these 5,000 people a day. Yes, as I talked to you guys last week about there's a quiz that's going to be out on my website here soon. We're asking you some softer stuff that's just to get an idea on things, because number one, the first question on there is, are you doing this for yourself or someone else? You can imagine there's a lot of people out there who just don't know any better. And they may have like a lady in your neighborhood who's trying to help you out, and she doesn't know anything about anything. And she's like, oh, there's an old guy who I know he's a veteran. He doesn't seem to have a team. So I would like to help guide him. Okay, great. Or be involved with his abundance. Great. So that's why the number one question is, are you doing this for yourself or somebody else? And then we're going to get into some other questions that are pretty straightforward of what state do you live in? Because that's attached to money. There's going to be other polarizing questions. So rather than like good and evil, we'll ask about like love and fear. What kind of world do you want to live in? A loving one or a one with fear? Of course, you're going to say a loving one. And then it goes, well, where are you now? Loving or fear? Well, right now I'm pretty damn fearful. Okay. And that means you're supposed to give your fear to God. So let's go. Let's get in here and talk about number one. Number one is faith. You have to give your fear over to God. You got to get it, because right now the devil's just sitting on your shoulder going, that's not your money. That's somebody else's hurt. You're not hurt. That's not yours. And God gives you free will to just turn off the bullshit and go, nope, straight line to your abundance. Straight line to your abundance. I'm going to start pointing over here. Again, guys, when I say my book, when I say my website, it's not about me. It's about you guys. That's why your book coming out here soon in the next couple of weeks. It's going to be this size. First $5 to give. Starts with faith. I'm so excited this is going out. here in a few weeks, I'll be in Tampa for Soft Week, first part of May, and book will be out on the shelves before then. And please help me distribute, give it to your buddy. It's a checklist and survival guide, and it's meant for you to keep and buy multiple of them and hand them out. They're pretty small and easy to hand out and refer back to. And they're just one hug from me and us and together and getting us connected. And other hugs are, go to my website, make sure you're paying yourself first. Go to be part of the groups on Facebook and LinkedIn called the 5S Nations. Talk to each other. Because right now you guys are in fear, you're alone. Remove that. Love and surrounded by positive hugs. All right, guys. See you tomorrow.